In the meantime, I had quite a good team, especially Michael Taylor was very adapted to policy matters, and we worked on various matters that came from Agricultural Council. And then we had a crisis in accommodation, and I saw the director and said, we've got to do something about accommodation. So he consulted the authorities on that and then said, put your coat on, we're going out to look at a couple of properties.
Okay.
First one was at Hawthorn, an old mansion with a schoolroom behind it. And I looked at it and said, wrap it up, I'll take it. And we established the branch there, supposedly for 6 months.
Okay.
We stayed 5 years,
Okay.
and gradually got more graduates in,
Yes.
including John.
So when would this have been? When did the Hawthorn mansion come in?
78.
We
78,
left
okay.
about 76, I think.
Okay.
We went out there
Late
at 75 and came back in 80
Yes.
to the head office. But we had a whole group of young people all working zealously,
Yes.
developing various policies away from head office.
Who was in that group?
John, Michael Taylor, Andrew Robb, David McKenna, who'd done marketing under Max Brunk at the university north of New York. I can't remember the name of it. And
Tim Ryan.
Tim Ryan.
Julian Alston.
Tim Ryan was there. Julian Alston. Oh, a whole host of them.
What a team.
And we were more or less a law to ourselves.
Yes. Yes.
And they all developed great skills. And I was assigned a job as economist marketing. So someone said, get in touch with Albert Haslop in Swan Hill. He's got a table grape industry bursting to be developed.
Ah.
So I called a meeting with Albert and several others and devised a trip overseas for he and some young people from exporters. Albert selected them to go with him. We raised the money, sent them with their samples to Singapore and Kuala Lumpur, so forth. And he came back and I wrote a report which was sent to our council meeting in Perth and passed by the ministers, particularly with support from Noel Fitzpatrick from the Western Australia Department. And the result was that there was a whole revolution in new standards for export grapes. Previously they'd been tough old grapes. New standards were set and the industry took off like lightning. And now it's a very substantial industry.
Indeed.
And then I retired.
Okay. So you seem to have maintained some contact with your old colleagues. I mean, John was telling me that
Yes,
he sees you a couple of times a year, or
Yes, I've kept touch with quite a few. Michael Taylor,
Yes.
David Goldsworthy. The Taylors put on a big 80th birthday party for me,
Yes.
and another lunch when I was 90.
Yes.
And I'm in touch a lot with Goldsworthy, and through him with John
Yes.
and Bill Fisher, and that's that.
Fantastic.